Good evening students and welcome to the third lecture of tablet coating. In today's lecture we would be covering the second type of coating which is called as a enteric coating process in order to obtain enteric coated tablet. The first question that comes up in mind is when is a enteric coating required over the tablet surface? So a enteric coating is basically required when we want to prevent the tablet core from the acidic environment of the stomach, but we ensure that the tablet releases and disintegrates once it reaches to the intestinal environment. Enteric coated tablets are specifically required when the drug or the active pharmaceutical ingredient has to specifically release in the intestine. Also, enteric coating is required when we want to prevent the degradation of the drug in the acidic environment of the stomach. And if we are preventing the degradation of the drug in the acidic environment of the stomach, we are in turn also preventing stomach irritation to be caused. If we take all these parameters into consideration, patient compliance will be achieved. Enteric coating is basically a very single step process in which the tablet core is there and the polymeric solution is being prepared and it is being sprayed over the tablet surface. These polymers are called as enteric coated polymers, or they are also termed as enteric coated materials. These are materials that are required to develop enteric coated tablets. There are different types of enteric coated polymers, but before we shift to each one of them, we should first understand what are the ideal properties. The first property should be that it should be non-toxic. Point number 2, it should be cheap, that is economical. Point number 3, it should be compatible with the other added ingredients. Point number 4, it should be resistant to the gastrointestinal fluid environment. At the same time, it should be extreme permeable to the intestinal environment. It should also develop stable products where the product is stable both with respect to physical and chemical stability. And also we should consider the GRAS concept, that is generally regarded as safe. The first enteric coated polymer to study today is called as CAP, also called as cellulose acetate phthalate. Cellulose acetate phthalate is the enteric coated material or a polymer which is more widely being used. But the problem with cellulose acetate phthalate is that it is extremely hygroscopic. That means it can easily allow moisture entry. And the second disadvantage is that it is extremely permeable to the gastrointestinal fluids. Also, since it is hygroscopic, since it allows moisture entry, the film formed over the surface of a tablet is extremely brittle. In order to produce a good quality tablet, in order to produce a desired tablet, we combine cellulose acetate phthalate with another enteric coated polymer in combination, which are hydrophobic in nature, which do not allow moisture entry and are resistant to gastrointestinal fluid but at the same time are permeable to the intestinal fluid compartment. The second type of enteric coated polymers to be studied are called as acrylates. They also are commonly called as U-Drugget. U-Drugget L and U-Drugget S are the more preferred to produce enteric coated tablets for the core reason that they are resistant to the gastrointestinal fluid and they are extremely permeable to the intestinal fluid compartment. The third type of enteric coated polymer are called as PVAP, which is also called as polyvinyl acetate phthalate. It is produced by a chemical reaction of esterification, that is esterification of hydrolyzed polyvinyl acetate with phthalate anhydride. And the last enteric coated polymer to be studied is called as HPMCP, which is also called as hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose phthalate. It comes in various grades, which is called as HP50, HP55, HP55S. It is stable than cellulose acetate phthalate because it is not hygroscopic in nature, so no moisture entry into the tablet, no brittle film formation over the tablet surface, and also it is only permeable to the intestinal fluids. It is also produced by a esterification reaction, that is esterification of hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose with phthalic anhydride. Enteric coated tablets can be produced by two different methods. Either of the one is being followed, and they are classified as one layer system and two layer system. One layer system from the word it indicates that only one layer is being formed over the tablet surface. Therefore, it follows one time coat application. So in simple words, you take your tablets which are uncoated, you make a polymeric solution and you spray the polymeric solution over the tablet surface. So the coat is getting applied once, so therefore the word one layer system. The second step or the second type is called as two layer system. In two layer system, it indicates that the tablet core is getting coated twice, either to produce elegance to the tablet or to produce extreme desired release profile. So the first layer could be the enteric coated layer and the second layer could be a color coat as shown in the figure. So as the tablet is coming in contact with the intestine, it slowly starts getting disrupted, that is only the color coat is getting disrupted. But as the tablet comes into the intestine, the enteric coated layer starts getting dissolved and now the tablet is ready to produce its effect. How are enteric coated tablets being prepared? Enteric coated tablets are being prepared by the schematic representation that is being shown, where you take tablets into a standard coating pan or a tablet coater and you spray all the uncoated tablets, or you upload all the uncoated tablets into the tablet coater. You prepare a polymeric solution and the polymeric solution is with the help of suction is getting into contact with the spraying gun nozzle. Concept of atomization, spray atomization, the polymeric solution is being sprayed over the tablet surface and enteric coated tablets are being produced. Certain parameters that have to be taken into consideration while developing a enteric coated tablet is: first, it is always beneficial to use coaters which basically have blades, so that which prevent tablets sticking to each other. A process of twinning is being prevented. Second thing is the spraying time. The spraying time should also be optimized. Third is the contact time of the tablet bed and the spraying gun nozzle. And spray atomization, a concept of larger atomization, lesser atomization, over wetting up of the tablet, under wetting up of a tablet, which in turn is producing an undesired tablet. To prevent the formation of undesired tablet, spray atomization also has to be taken into consideration and needs to be optimized. We use enteric coated tablets in disease conditions like inflammatory bowel disease, Crohn's disease, and when a person suffers from a disease concept of ulceration or ulcers to the intestine. This concludes the lecture, and what we have covered in today's lecture is what is enteric coating, how it is being produced, what are the polymers being used, that is enteric coated polymers, They are being produced by two systems, that is one layer system or two layer system. How are they being produced during the manufacturing, and when is enteric coated tablet used? Thank you for patient listening, and I hope the lecture is being understood.